Today we're hunting down 10 affordable icons, from sausage-stuffed brioche to cheesy French tacos, to see if France has a street food scene worth the flight. And first up, the ultimate iconic French street food, the crepe. Well, everyone's first street food from France is the almighty crepe, but since we're in Lyon, we had to do a little Lyonnaise twist. So instead of doing Nutella or sugar, we got praline, which is kind of like a candied nut spread, and of course a little sugar. Eaten on the side of the road in a beautiful setting. Feeling very French right now. I mean, it's sweet. That praline is like literally, just tastes like nuts and butter and sugar. How can you go wrong?
That's what it is.
It's what it is, and how can you go wrong with nuts, butter, sugar, soft crepe, eaten on the side of a street in France? It's literally dripping. It's fantastic.
Are you ready? Oh, I thought it was just gonna be like sweet, but it's like sweet and like indulgent with the butter. It's really good.
That was praline round 1. Now we need round 2. This one is the ultimate Lyonnaise French street food, and it's pink. Street food in a bag. Unwrap the baby. Well, have you ever seen street food that looks like this? Only in Lyon. This is a praline brioche, which was invented by Maison PRALUS in the 50s, and now it's like a phenomenon all around the city. It's essentially just a big, gooey brioche bread stuffed with praline, which is like nuts coated in like our pink sugar. We had this already in a different video, and we fell absolutely in love with it, and so we knew we had to get it back. However, when we had it, it was fresh baked and hot. This one is not, so it'd be a good little comparison. This thing is massive, by the way. This is a small. It is $8, so it's not the cheapest street food, but it does feed a couple people because it's massive. So depends on how you look at pricing. You know, it's not steaming hot, but it's still warm. It's still gooey. It's literally like the butteriest thing ever. Like, there's butter in brioche, and then there's this. Crunchy nuts. It's incredibly rich. So good.
It's basically cold. Not as good as a warm one, but it's still amazing, warm or cold.
Well, it's very cold, so we popped into a cute little coffee shop to warm up, and we saw on the menu they had Saucisson brioche, which we actually intended to get at a street food market this morning, but it was kind of a fail. It was just fruit, and we can't show you fruit as street food. And then we weren't planning to film this, but then when France gives you a sausage, you take the win. So it's not really street food here, but this is a very traditional, very Lyonnaise street food. And it's the kind of the savory version of brioche, because I love brioche here. It's literally just a sausage, sometimes with pistachios, and a nice little brioche bun. It's not usually toasted, because usually you can just pop into like a deli or something like that, a charcuterie shop, and get a nice little slice on the go, so it's more fluffy, less crispy. But you know, when you're sitting down, it's a bit fancy. And they gave us a little bit of, I think, onion sauce to put on top. So think of this as elevated street food, but you could still grab and go when you're in Lyon. As I always say, you could put onions on a shoe and I'd eat it. So sausage, bread, and onions, you can't go wrong. It's like if you toasted pigs in a blanket. The sausage is like really like ham texture, like very meaty. The bread is super light and crisp. That onion sauce is fantastic. I mean, even if this was cold on the go, that's the kind of street food that you want to eat. Out into the cold streets. Here we go. What a day. Now that's a sandwich. In the States, our grab-and-go street food sandwiches is Subway. But in France, they level it up with FAIPARLA. And this is bespoke sandwiches, which is just the fancy term for saying you get to pick the ingredients yourself. But it's not just any ingredients. Every single ingredient there is from France. So what we got is some chicken, and then some honey mustard sauce, because we're very close to Dijon, the capital of mustard in the world. And then we added a couple of little veggies and some amazing bread, because it's France and you gotta get a good baguette.
And cheese.
Cheese, I was like, I know I'm missing something. Comté cheese, also very local to the Rhone region and probably one of the most famous cheeses in all of France. It's like Subway, but fancy Subway. So we go like this. Pinky up. The bread has good bounce. Good sign. I'm a sandwich girly. This is ticking the boxes. I don't know who makes baguettes in France. Magicians, wizards. It's crispy. It's fluffy. The honey mustard is like popping. It's like kind of spicy and also sweet at the same time. You got pickled veggies. You got tender chicken. You got salty cheese. Is there anything better between bread? I think not.
I think I just like bust my jaw.
We're just enjoying our sandwiches and then we looked over and there's a sign. I can't read French, but the gist of it is, I think, better than Subway. That was elevated street food. I don't know, I think we can elevate a little bit more.
Cliffhanger.
French sandwich is the exact, I said sandwich. Well, under 10 bucks for an elevated, fancy feeling street food sandwich is the exact kind of food we love helping you find. Because the mission of our channel is to help you eat like a local and avoid the tourist traps. So if that's your vibe, hit subscribe. Well, no street food crawl is complete without a visit to a food hall. But we're in France, so it's a little fancier here. This is Les Halles Paul Bocuse, which is the city's version of a food hall, but chefs shop here and so do tourists, because where all the city's master artisans display their artisanal foods. So wine and cheese might not be traditional street food, but we're eating it up in a food hall, and we're in France. And it's very reminiscent of French snacking culture, and it's really why French street food feels so much different than other places where it's literally like fried meat on a stick. This be fancy. So we got a bunch of Lyon cheese, Comté, which we had in our sandwich, some like dried goat cheese, specialty of Lyon and Saint Marcelin, also specialty of Lyon, and a local white wine. I mean, if this is street food in France, we always eat and standing up, baby. Salut, is that what they say? I know how to say fromage and vin, the only two words you need in France. I love Comté. It's literally so flavorful, but not like funky. It's salty, it like punches you in the face. It's kind of like a even saltier parm. And with wine, France. That's all I have to say. This is not for lactose intolerant Caleb, but.
You said to start with this one.
Is it stinky?
Only slight funk.
Well, I like it.
You might?
I don't know where you get slight funk. That smells like Funktown.
It's not like blue cheese.
No, no. How did you get slight funk off that? It's like man tennis shoes, locker room.
There's wine for it.
Stick to the Comté. Oh, it's good.
I think it was really good.
It's like slightly funky, but not in like a bad way. And like it's a flavorful way.
Almost like a brie.
It is like a brie. It's like that really like, you know, the brie texture. You poke it and it's squishy. It's like that. French cheese and wine, check. And now we're gonna do some artisanal shopping so we can do a very Lyonnaise street food moment later on. The ultimate street foodie French thing to do is to take yourself a little picnic and sit by the river. So we have to do that. All right, sandwich time. So we got half a baguette. It's like the nicest little bakery lady ever. She taught me how to say Seattle properly, and gave me half a baguette. Most important part of a French picnic. I did bring a knife to cut it, but I think I'm just gonna rip it. It's so soft, you can literally just rip it in half with your hands. Look at how soft this is. So pillowy. And we have French butter's the best. French butter. Oh my gosh, if you've never had French butter, you could eat it by the brick. It's so good, it will change your life. Might be slightly aggressive to buy a whole stick of butter for a sandwich, but we committed. Oh, there's a cow on the front. So cute. Oh my gosh, it smells like how butter should smell. This could be challenging to spread. How do I spread this?
With your knife.
This could be a minute. Gotta put it in the sun and warm it up.
You could have cut like a smaller chunk.
I could have, but I committed to my French butter addiction. Caleb, you can time-lapse this in editing?
Well, if I don't, nobody would watch your video.
Okay, I think the butter is officially spread. Ham, because a very French sandwich is literally ham en beurre, which is ham and butter, and it's truffle ham. I wish you could feel this. It literally feels like a ham baby. It's so heavy.
We said only 8 slices, and I'm pretty sure it's like half a pound.
Like, look at how much ham this is. Like, it's like so thick. That's apparently 8 slices of ham. Oh, it smells like truffle. Like you open the bag and it just hits you in the face. And we have the perfect ham en beurre French sandwich. It looks like nothing but tastes like everything. This might be my favorite bite of the day, and it's like 3 ingredients.
You know, go really well with this.
Wine.
Yeah.
And we got some mystery. So this is the ultimate Lyonnaise street food, pate en croute. We fell in love with this and we've been eating ever since. So it's literally like a meat pate mixed with things. This one is venison, berries, and because it's France, they enrobe it in a buttery, flaky crust. You can't go wrong. Like literally cold meat shouldn't be this good, but it's like somehow heavy in your mouth. It's like gamey, it's really spiced, it's buttery and crispy, but also soft at the same time. I don't think I've ever had cold meat that I liked until I came to France. This blew the taste buds off my head. You're very French. Well, so far we've done very traditional, very Lyonnaise shredded fruit. That was not English. Well, so far we've done very traditional French, very Lyonnaise street food, but now we're gonna go a little more global and see what happens when global flavors collide with French flavors. Well, token is what happens when you give an empanada a passport. Because these guys are over here just taking all French ingredients, local, seasonal, and they have over 25 different French empanada recipes, traditional French flavors, and also global fusion. Their motto is born to be tasty, so we gotta see if it holds true. Well, I'm wearing 2 parkas, which means we can sit on the street and eat these empanadas, not inside. So we got a couple flavors. Got the empanadas, I'm trying to remember the order. Ham and cheese. Let's eat them. We went traditional, ham and cheese, because ham and cheese.
Can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong. It's literally my favorite flavor in the entire world. Oh, look at that. I love that. So cheesy. Oh, yeah. That was epic. See if it tastes epic as it looks.
Is it lava?
No, it tastes exactly like ham and cheese pizza. Because there's like some like little basil or something in the crust, so it's giving that Italian vibe. I mean, it's fantastic. It's ham, it's cheese, you know the flavor, and you know you like it. And they also make cider, so we got some of that.
And the cider is an IPA style cider.
It doesn't taste like it though. I don't like IPA. It just tastes like fantastic cider. Like the cider in France, just like the butter. It'll change your life. So good. So we have to try like a French empanada since that's what they're known for. This is Nothin, and it's raclette, which is like a super French and also Swiss cheese, but you see it more in France. White wine, onions, and bacon. We forgot an ingredient. There's baked potatoes in this, which to me makes no sense, but I'm eating my words. Potatoes and empanada, it's a new thing. This little empanada didn't just go to France. Its passport took it to Flavor Town because that is fantastic. This is empanada's ultimate form.
You like it better than ham and cheese?
100%. I mean, it's got bacon, bacon,
Bacon.
bacon,
Bacon.
bacon. Lardons are like the best bacon. It's not even fair when you add bacon to something. There's just no way that anything else can top it. Well, the empanada I really had my eye on was this like duck Asian situation would sound fantastic, but they didn't have it. So what did we get instead? A hot dog empanada. I don't have my hopes for it. Let's see what it looks like inside. It doesn't look like any hot dog I've ever seen.
I don't know what that is.
What is that? Are we sure this is hot dog? Oh my gosh, it smells like a hot dog. It tastes like a hot dog. I can't say that it's my favorite, but it's interesting. This is the one time where I'm gonna say, sorry, France, America has you. Regular hot dog all the way. That is like it's my childhood on a bun and does not belong in a crust.
I'll be the hot dog judge. It has been so long since we've had anything like American. Just tastes really good. I'm a fan.
More for you.
But Taylor's right, we got you. We got you, friends. We make better hot dogs.
So it's $16 for 3 empanadas and a cider. Not the cheapest empanadas that we've ever had, but some of the most unique and tasty. And the next place looks a little wild on the pictures. I'm trying to change the language, but it's like, nope, only French.
Are you excited?
No, I can't lie, I'm not excited for this one, and I have not had nearly enough cider and wine. I need more cider for this. This is a French taco. Yes, it looks nothing like a taco, because a French taco is basically France's answer to a burrito, but it's just like meat, cheese sauce, and French fries stuffed inside, and then whatever else you can cram into it. We were extremely overwhelmed by the options, so we kind of panic ordered taco. Okay, sauce. Oh gosh, Dorito cheese sauce. This is a lot of sauces. How is this a taco? Falafel? Let's do chicken curry. This is French. Like you can put like fancy cheese on your taco. And I think we got curry chicken with melted cheese and magic onion sauce. It was invented here in Lyon though. And now it's like a France sensation all across the country. Keep trying to say information so I can delay trying it. That is actually good.
It's really good?
I mean, I'm not talking like elevated, high quality.
Whatever, your face says you like it.
The chicken, look, it actually looks pretty high quality. And magic onion is actually pretty good.
Is it magical?
I don't want to say yes, because I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I'd be lying to you if I said it wasn't. It's actually pretty dang good.
The question is it better than Taco Bell?
I've never had Taco Bell.
You're not American. We'll talk later.
We'll taco about it later. You don't want to like it, but you like it, right?
I don't care. It's delicious. No, that's actually like really good. Why is it so good? Because we're in France and they do everything right. Honestly, like I thought we messed this one up. We ordered curry, onion, and cheese together. How could that go wrong? It didn't. This is really, really good. Look at this.
That's like literally exploding with cheese sauce.
Holy cow.
So which one's better, Taco Bell or Enjoy Tacos?
This is actually quality. It may not look like it, but like we're in Lyon, France. Come on. Come on.
It's like I would get hit by a bike. Now there's a person. Kebab. Yes, Lyon is France's culinary food capital, but it's also the place where you grab a kebab after a croissant because you cannot end a street food tour without a kebab. Or it's called a sandwich grec in France, and it's the widely most eaten street food in the country, and I think honestly probably the whole world. Everyone's had a kebab. But have you ever had one that looks like this? This is the fanciest looking kebab I think I've ever seen. This place, Brioche, was awarded the best kebab in all of Lyon. And judging by how it smells and looks, I think it's gonna be a winner. I mean, I had low expectations of the previous fast food. This is gonna exceed it, I think. If it doesn't, I think that would be a problem. Oh, I'm gonna piss my face. So the bread is like so soft, like a marshmallow. You got crispy veggies, like minty sauce. The chicken is super flavorful, but it's kind of dry. Best I ever had. I still think I might still be Team French taco. That is actually good, which feels so wrong. I still like the flavor, but we've determined that it's just too many veggies. It's like a salad inside bread, and I just want that like fatty cut from the spit.
Kebab.
Kebab.
Keep it simple, stupid.
That's what they say. So does France have a street food scene worth flying for? Absolutely yes, minus the kebab. Stick to your $4 greasy one around the corner. But there's so much more to eat in France's food capital, and if you only eat street food, you are missing all of it. So watch this video next so you don't miss out. And if that video is not live, YouTube will show you a different video that you'll love until it is. So either way, keep on eating with us.